Good morning, everybody. Our lesson is about telecommunication for the third course. Let's pictures on the walls. When people could not read or write, they drew pictures on the walls. These pictures told the stories of their everyday life, battles, and culture. Alphabet. People used to think that the first alphabet appeared between 1700 and 1500 BC in the Levant region, in what is now Syria, Lebanon, and Israel. However, modern archaeologists found facts to show that the alphabet is older and first appeared in 1900 BC. It came from Egypt, and other cultures copied it. Means of writing and letters. The earliest means of writing came from Greece. The Greeks made the first writing styles and used it to write on wax-coated tablets. Messages on these tablets were the first private letters. Their inventor, a Greek scholar called Cadmus, wrote letters like this and sent them to the friends by foot messengers. Ink and paper. People invented ink before 2500 BC. Some books say that it was the Chinese, but probably the Egyptians invented it at the same time. However, the whole world knows the name of the Chinese philosopher Tian Luqiu, who used ink to write with. Paper came from China in the 2nd century BC. The oldest pieces of paper in the world is made from hemp. The archaeologists found it in a tomb near Xi'an in China. They think the Chinese made it between 140s and 78 BC. The telegraph. The word telegraph comes from Greek and means to write far. In other words, it is a communication system which transmits signals. In 1835, a professor of arts and design at New York University, Samuel Morse, developed telegraph wires. He also invented Morse code, an electronic alphabet. With the help of that alphabet, it was possible to code the letters and signs of a language. The telephone. February 14, 1876 was a day that changed the history of communication forever. On that day, a tall Scotsman, Alexander Graham Bell, walked into the New York Patent Office. He was carrying the drawing of his invention. The invention was able to transmit the sound of the voice by wire over long distances. We know this invention as a telephone. 15 years after the invention, there were 5 million phones in America. Computers and Internet. In the past, computers were guide simple. They can count and store information. They cannot understand many languages and cannot connect to each other. You can play some games with those computers, but they were very slow. Modern computers are more interesting. You can do a lot of things with them. First of all, you can surf the internet and get information. Your computer can understand a lot of languages. Secondly, it can help you keep in touch with your friends. Email. Nobody tried to invent the email. It simply happened. In 1969, an American writer, Tomlinson, was working on 2 projects at the same time. Firstly, he was working on a program called CNDMSG, Send Message. With that program, the people in this company were able to leave messages for each other. The second project was a file transfer program, CYPNET. With that program, users were able to send files between linked computers. Suddenly, Tomlinson had an idea. If I put the 2 programs together, I may be able to send messages, not just files, to other computers. The idea worked and quickly became popular. Okay, if you understand the lesson, let's do the case study. In this case study, here is given some position. Give you an idea how to solve this case. In 2005, coinciding with the search for invitation and personalization of customer service, Maxcom Telecommunications decided to carry out a new update of its billing in the residential sector. The goal of Maxcom is to process a cutting-edge owned infrastructure in order to create telecommunications solutions designed to exceed the specific needs of the customers and provide them with the largest benefits. In order to achieve this goal, Maxcom selected Group 1 software in order to perform this development and its objectives. Try to find out solution how to help to this company. You have 3 minutes. Okay, let's consider it and answer the questions. Considerations regarding needs and implementation. Consideration regarding needs and implementation. The customer focus of Maxcom Telecommunication has relevance the company's need for dynamic and flexible billing that allows for customization and the inclusion of advertising images depending on the market segment to which the customer belongs. Previously, the changes of billing were performed by integrating a flat code developed by the printing provider and a formatter designed internally. This process had several complications. In order to make a change, both in consulting costs, performance restriction, and the impossibility of working with more than one format at the same time. These processes also impacted the performance as regards production times for a billing cycle and become non-competitive. Segmentation routines were generated within the same formatter. At the request of the General Directorship, the development, implementation, and delivery to customers of the new residential bill should take in 12 weeks. This is a consolidation of the first case. Solution. The solution is acquired by Maxcom Telecommunications was Doc 1, Design, Generate, E2 Wallet. These 3 modules made it possible to satisfy the previously mentioned needs.